You can do it, sire! We rehearsed this!
But there are so many people out there. How do my horns look?
Very menacing, my master, but we are barely on schedule.
Okay, is this thing on? Welcome, adventurers, investors, game journalists, and other miserable life forms. I am Dungeon Master, Harbinger of Darkness, Emissary of the Seven Sorrows, and I've gathered you all at this ridiculous event to announce my latest work.
We're at GDC here, where Paradox have been announcing lots of games, and one of those 3 new announcements is a game called Dungeonland from Brazil. This is the first time. It's just first for me interviewing a Brazilian game developer, and I thought I'd ask Mark. It's a very unique and fun concept. So, how did you come up with the concept for Dungeonland?
Well, that's actually a tough question. I really don't know. I mean, we were another company at the time. The 5 of us that founded Critical Studio, really liked the chemistry between us, really liked what we were doing, but the company was going away. So we knew that we wanted to work together. We really didn't know what we were going to do. So we just rented a room, sit down in a room without any computers or nothing at all. And okay, what are we going to do? And we knew we would like to do something that we loved, something that we wanted to play ourselves. And we all very die-hard fans of dungeon crawlers. We really like Diablo. I'm a personal huge fan of Gauntlet. We love Golden Axe. So we tried to do something that matches between these. But the theme park thing is just, I think it just naturally came out of what we were doing. If you think about it, dungeon crawlers, in some sense, if you look at World of Warcraft, for example, they are just huge theme park, you know? You have the way the services are positioned, like the mailbox and things like that, and you can buy items here, and you can have a resting place or a meeting place. They pretty much look like theme parks already, so it felt like a natural choice for us.
Yeah, and that takes us to the sort of the setting, the concept for it, the evil dungeon master that's running this park, and how that works. And could you tell us a little bit about like the setting and the story and what's going on?
So we have this guy called Dungeon Master. He was your pretty run-of-the-mill evil guy, evil lord. He had this tower full of evil world domination plans and treasure, and adventurers kept barging in and stealing his treasure and looting all the place. And he thought with himself, hey, I have a real knack of attracting this kind of people, right? So what if I could turn this into a business? So that's when he made Dungeonland. So this is really like he could use his dungeon building talents to build a theme park for adventurers. So he could have both stewards. Either the adventurers would come in and kill monsters and have a good time and he would get profit, or they would die a horrible death. And that's a win-win for Dungeon Master.
When I sat down and played here, it feels like a very immediate game, and sort of like a game that you'd play for an hour with your friends and just hang out. Yes. Is that the focus of the game, or is there sort of like a deeper side to it where you can, put more time into it, or what's the ambition?
Yeah, what we wanted to do first and foremost was bring back this feeling of playing with your friends, right? Playing with your friends in the same place. Absolutely, you can play Dungeonland online. We're going to have all online features. You can even mix and match online and local players. But we really miss that experience that we got from Golden Axe and Gauntlet and games like that. Just shouting to each other, say, hey, do this and do that. But we're also hardcore gamers. We knew that this is 2012. You can't just make a game where you press X repeatedly to win and hope that this is going to satisfy gamers that have grown up with so many games like this. We would not be happy. So we knew that we had to do something that had this kind of pick up and play, this kind of easiness to it, but also have a deep gameplay. So you play the game, so it's pretty brutal. It's pretty hard. If you don't work as a team, if you don't learn how the abilities connect together, if you don't really understand how your characters can overcome one of the many random challenges that we have in the game, you are going to die a horrible death and make Dungeon Master very happy.
And speaking of that, sort of the classes, of course, your classic that you find in the game. What kind of abilities and weapons do you feel that makes it feel a little bit different than what everyone else has played?
Yeah, right now we're pretty early. We're like a pre-alpha build of the game. We just focus on doing the classics first. So we have pretty run-of-the-mill warrior, rogue, and mage. They have little unique abilities, like warrior can teleport and leave a decoy. That decoy that he leaves not only attract monsters, but for example, if rogue can push using his shield bash ability to knock down enemies and different things like that. But in the future, you are going to see many more different flavor abilities because we mean to build each of the classes to be able to fulfill all roles. So you don't necessarily, if you want to go all damage, you can, but we don't want you to necessarily, if you want to have a balanced build, like, oh, we want to have a tank, we want to have a support, and we want to have a damage, you don't necessarily have to have a warrior, mage, and a rogue. You can have a rogue that's focused on healing and support, a rogue that does damage, a rogue that tanks. Of course, the playstyle of the tanking rogue will be a lot different than the playstyle of the tanking warrior, but they can fill these roles in as you like.
And I think one of the other main ingredients of this game is humor. There's a lot of funny enemies and funny stuff going on. Could you tell us a little bit about what you have there and sort of if you have any favorite things that happen in the game?
Favorite things? Well, I already told you that the sheep are the main feature of the game. You can throw sheep around, that's huge. I really like the rabbit breeder. It's really funny. It's the thing that I like to look at people's faces when they see him for the first time. It's just completely wacky. It's not something you expect from a dungeon crawler. It's not something that we thought we were going to go all the way with, but really didn't, and it works. It's really nice. I like it.
It's almost like it's a little bit inspired by Alice in Wonderland or something like that.
Definitely. Because you see, not only... So of course, we have a lot of dungeon crawling, but we also have the theme park reference with everything that comes with it. So for the level that we're showing today here at GDC, we have our King Kingdom, which is in any way related to any other kingdom you may or may not know. So we had to get some reference from that as well.
All right, so when are you aiming to be ready and what platforms are you bringing out to?
We aim to be ready in 2012, Q3. Right now, the only platform confirmed is PC, exclusively on Steam.
Thank you very much for your time.
Okay, people, you've seen enough. We can't show you anymore because it's not done yet. Now shut your mouths and take the free key holders by the exit. Also follow us on Twitter and Facebook. I don't see why we can't tell them the big secret yet.
Just trust me on this one, Master.